Hi and welcome to this tutorial to find the factorial of a given number. What is factorial? Factorial is the product of a number to the 1. What it means, say if I have a number say 5. Now factorial of 5 equals to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. We also write this as 5 factorial. Say another number 2. So 2 factorial will be 2 into 1. Similarly 6 factorial is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. We start from the number, decrease one value till we get to the number 1. What we have to do is we have to take a number from the user. First we should tell the user enter a number and we have to print the factorial. We use f, so we have to print that factorial of n is, and now f. What we have to do is to calculate f. So to calculate f we use a formula. For that we will use loop. So what is a loop? Loop is a condition based thing which is used again and again till a certain value or certain condition is satisfied. Say if I have, there are three kinds of loops: for, while and do while. For, while and do while. Now for this, say we use while loop. How we are going to use the while loop? We are going, what exactly factorial is? Say let's take a simple example, 4. Now if I have to find the factorial of 4, it means I have to multiply 4, then 4 minus 1, then 3 minus 1, then 2 minus 1 up till it becomes 1. So what is the condition? The condition is that my number should become 1. So for the loops we require three things. First is initialization. Initialization. So what are we going to initialize here? We are going to take another variable I, and we have to initialize I as number. Now my I equals to 4 right now. What I have to do? I have to multiply I with I minus 1, with I minus 2, with I minus 3, dot 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 dot, multiplied by 1. So first is my initialization. I do it here, that I equals to n. Second is my condition. What is my condition? That I should become 1. So my condition will be I should be greater than equal to 1. Next is my updation. What should be updated? Now if we look here, first it was I, then it will become I minus 1, then again I minus 1. So in each step I am doing that I equals to I minus 1. So if I use the while loop here, this is my initialization. I can use comments here. For comments in C++, we use 2 slash followed by whatever we have to write. I write here initialization. Now one thing to remember is that comments are very important in a program, such that another user who is going to look at your program will come to know that what exactly your code is doing. So first we do initialization. One more thing you have to take in there is that initialization is done only once. Once I have done I equals to n, that's it. Now is my loop. I write while and followed by brace. Now while is used to do something again and again and again. And in these brackets I will write my condition. What my condition is, that I should be greater than equal to 1. I greater than equal to 1. Now again, till the time I is equals to 1, what should I do? I should do is that I have to update the value of f. F is my factorial. So in each iteration, iterations means in each, when the condition becomes true, what should I do is that in factorial, I have to multiply it by I. It's not very complicated. Let me make it more clear for you. What I do is that int f equals to 1. What is f right now? F is 1. Okay. Then enter a number. I have taken a number. This is my initialization followed by my condition. I haven't used the updation part till now. What was my updation? I equals to I minus 1. I haven't done right now. What I have done till now is that I have taken a number. I have initialized a variable. See, what is this? Is not initialization. F equals to 1 is not initialization. Why? Because the variable on which we are performing the operation, the while operation, it is I. I is greater than equals to 1. So what my variable is using here, it's I. So initialization of I is done as n. So say enter a number, C in n. Say my n is 6 or 7, whatever you need. So if my number becomes 7, okay, so n equals to 7, what next? Next thing is that it comes here, I equals to n, so my I is 7. What next? While I is greater than 1, yes, I is greater than 1, it will get inside the loop. Yes. What is f right now? F equals to 1. Okay. F equals to f star I. 1 into 7. 1 into 7 is 1. What next I have to do? I have to update the value of I as I equals to I minus 1. Now, what it becomes? I equals to I minus 1. I becomes 6. And again this loop will check. This is the say brace started here. So while, after the while, this is where a loop starts. The logic of the loop, everything inside the loop starts from here. And after the last line, when it sees the brace, it again checks for the condition. What is the condition? I is greater than or equals to 1. Now what is I now? I is now 6. So I will become 6. N is 7. N is not going to change. What is going to change? I is going to change. If I wrote here directly n is greater than or equals to 1, then in my final line where I wrote factorial of n would have been updated. That is why, to keep the value of n, I have used another variable I in which I have used the value of n. Now n is always 7. I was my 7. Now it has become 6. The condition is true. F equals to f star I. What is f? F was my 7. Now 7 equals, now it's like f, the variable, will have the value 7 into 6. Then I will become 5. Then f's value will be 7 6 are 42. Now 42 is here in f. Now again f will be updated as 42 into 5. That will be 210. And I value will become 5 it was, now it will become 4. And again it is going to do, say when I becomes 2, again the value of f will be updated. Now I will become I equals to I minus 1, I will become 1, yes it is true, and it is going to multiply this by 1, and then my I is going to become 0. The condition will become false, and hence it will jump out of the loop. Okay, so if I run this code, so where exactly is my updation? This line is updation. This over here is updation. Now if I run this code, it is going to, okay, this was just for telling you. Okay, let us now run this code. Enter a number. I know that the factorial of 6 is 720. Factorial of 6 is 720. Okay, some things that we can change over here is that I can write this over here only, f equals to 1. And what else can I change? I can change here now this thing, I equals to I minus 1. Instead of this, I can write I minus minus. What it does is the same thing as I equals to I minus 1. There is also I minus minus I. Right now, this and this, these three things do the same task right now. Hence, we can use any one of those. So I use these because this is going to be used in coming programs. So thank you for watching CS75.in tutorials.